3, 2,
We're going live right now.
1. Roll headlines. Stand by, Kennedy.
Tonight, was to a car fire and explosion near Apogee Stadium.
And in Houston, health
Ready,
concerns from toxic fumes from the massive
Do it.
California fire.
And I'll have more on some road changes
Ready,
made
VTR
to
one?
I-35.
Roll it. Take.
Broadcasting live
Ready, 2.
from the University of North Texas.
Stand by with your push 2.
NTTV Nightly News.
2, start your push. Dissolve in. Cue talent.
I sure will.
For joining
IDs
us on
in.
NTTV Nightly News, I'm Camille Ibarra.
IDs
I'm
down.
Alex Booth.
Stay on 2. Ready, VTR? It's gonna be tight.
Special guest.
He is a nationally known journalist and CNN anchor, Don Lemon.
Roll.
Rolling
Take.
UNT. I'm Don Lemon. Many of you may
Coming out to
recognize
2.
me as the anchor of CNN Tonight with Don Lemon. I'm excited to be coming to the
back.
University of North Texas on Thursday, March 21st. I'm going to be speaking at the
5,
UNT Auditorium at 7 p.m.
3.
And I hope
Ready,
to see
2.
you there. Go Mean
And
Green!
Take.
And Don is with
Ready,
about 30
Esparza?
UNT
Stand by.
students right now in our studio right next door.
FSB.
That's right, but in about an hour, he'll be giving a speech at the auditorium building. That's where our Julian Esparza is right now with more on that lecture.
Do it.
Julian.
Go. Cue.
IDN.
Yeah, Danielle and Alex. Well, about an hour from now, CNN's Don Lemon will be on this stage behind me here. He's here for
Are you
the
down?
UNT Distinguished Lecture Series. Tonight he'll be discussing
We're coming back to
how he's
2.
embraced social media over the years and his own rise to prime time. And the event is free to UNT students, $5 for student guests, $10 for staff, faculty, and alumni, and $20 for the general public. Tickets are still on sale at
Stand by 2.
unttickets.com, so not too late to grab a ticket and come out tonight. And we also want to mention that a little bit later tonight, Don Lemon will be hosting his show, CNN Tonight, with Don Lemon
And-
live from our NTTV studios. So something to watch tonight. Danielle and Alex, back to you.
Take 2, Q.
Thanks, Julian. Definitely looking
Ready,
forward
1.
to it. And if
Come
you're not heading out to the auditorium today, it's a great day to go outside.
Honestly, it was so warm just coming here, but let's toss it
One
over to our weather
wait,
anchor,
no,
Andrew
hold it.
Tate, to find out if
Ready, 1?
we'll be seeing this warm weather more. Andrew?
Take 1.
That's right, Alex and
Again?
Danny, it was warm out today. We were
Are
sitting
you
at
down?
71 degrees, but it was feeling closer
Is all
to
full?
80 at 76 degrees. That's because the sun was out today,
After
just
we're
those
done with
warmer
this, we're going to
temperatures,
3.
and not much of a breeze. We're sitting with 8-mile-per-hour breeze. Looking on to tonight, it's going to be 66, but it will be cooler. We're sitting at 52, feeling like, with partly cloudy skies. Now tomorrow, it's going to be 69 degrees, but
Ready,
it will
back
feel
on
a
cam?
little bit hotter than that at 74. Partly
On
cloudy
cam?
skies, but
Ready,
not that
3?
much of a breeze, and I'll have more on a chance for rain coming up in the 7-day forecast.
Take it.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, there
Ready,
was a
VTR1?
lot of smoke and fire yesterday near Apogee Stadium when a student's car caught fire. No injuries,
be
but
tight.
now some questions about what exactly happened.
Roll. Take.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that my car engine, out of all days,
Tell
this
Andrew
just
you
happened.
did
On
it.
Wednesday
Ants.
morning, Clay Daugherty says he noticed
Redmond
smoke
ants.
coming out of his
Oh, no, you
2013 Ford Fusion as he pulled into Lot 80 near Victory Hall.
So I lifted up the hood and I saw fire in the back of the engine, and I just, grabbed my backpack and ran out and I called 911.
The fire spread to 5 other cars in the parking lot. 4 of them,
Minute back.
including Clay's car, had to be towed because of the severe damage.
It
Yes.
hasn't really said
It's all
it
your
yet.
team.
Doing it fast. Blew up. It's kind of like, wow, my car blew up.
Yeah, 'cause then you won't do it in this full one.
Clay says he bought the car secondhand less than a year ago. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety
45
Administration, the engines in certain 2013 and 2014 Ford Focuses were recalled in March of 2017 because there were issues with the engine.
All I know is I never knew about the recall until today.
Clay and his fraternity
Good
brothers
graphic.
stood in the parking lot
30.
for over 2 hours watching
30
the
back.
Lincoln Fire Department work to put out the flames.
I'm just glad that no one else was like this is, because I mean, the car's a car, but it doesn't really matter.
Clay, who's from the
20
Houston
back.
area, says he's not completely sure
Oh,
how
Q
he'll
is
get back home.
blow
this
up, I
summer.
guess.
Money's tight here in college, so we need to be able to, get some back if we can.
Even though he's without
Ready,
a car,
3, 10
Clay
back.
says he's still trying to stay positive.
It was not a great experience,
5,
but I mean,
stand by
there's no
3.
good time for, your car to blow up, I guess.
Take Q.
We reached
Ready,
out
1.
to Ford to see how drivers of secondhand cars are notified of recalls, but they haven't responded yet. As for the other 5 drivers with damaged cars, Clay says they've exchanged information and are working to figure out where to go from here.
Take 1. Q.
Car problems can
Ready,
be
Kennedy,
incredibly
FSA.
frustrating, but another problem drivers face is construction. If you use I-35, prepare for some road closures. NTTV's Kennedy Huff is live near the highway
Do it.
with more. Kennedy.
That's right, Alex. Overnight,
Ian?
some changes were made to the flow of traffic by the Department of Transportation. Now, the new the new northbound overpass over Breaker Road is finally done, but in true Denton fashion, as one road opens, another road closes. Now, the Mayhill Road or State School Road exit is closed while they begin construction on the southbound overpass, in addition to a new exit. For drivers that frequently use this exit, go ahead and bring your patients along with you on your daily commute, because now you'll be using the Loop 288 exit. Now, the Mayhill Road exit will only be closed for about a week, so you don't have to stress too much. Back to you in the studio, Alex.
Ready, one? Take one.
Thanks, Kennedy. The city of Deer
Ready,
Park
Theo?
has lifted
Well
the
done.
shelter-in-place order
Roll.
enacted earlier today. Following the chemical plant fires in Houston, dangerous
We're gonna
benzene
come out the
gases
two
were
next.
found
So
in the
untie.
air. This caused 6 school districts to shut down due to health concerns. Symptoms
One,
of the
watch
vapor
your
include
hands when
headaches,
they're reading
dizziness,
off.
and respiratory issues. Officials say benzene levels have dropped and repair efforts are still
Ready, two?
underway.
Take two.
Coming up is the security of your Facebook account
Got
at
her?
risk. We'll have the details.
And a
Ready,
special
TR2?
interview with a young reporter. We'll tell you who's coming up after the break.
Fade. Roll. All right, set change. Go. Get our friend up.
Pretty soon.
You can.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I mean, at 8.
No. Preview one, will you? All right, can you guys push the camera a little more to the right? I mean, not the camera, not the set. Push the set more to the right. Push the set on camera one to the right.
The stage.
The stage. Yeah, thanks, Cam. Yeah, there we go. Because it was not catching on the light right. There we go. That's gonna look good. All right, get set for the top of the B block.
Ready to bump.
We're jibbing out.
Out.
Want to bump? Then it's a bump.
Good.
Ben, you're fantastic.
Probably tight minutes.
Hey, don't shade it yet, because don't we come to one in the V block? Yes.
Okay, so
Now,
what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
We're
on
not the
your
top,
problem
but
solving skills?
I got through high
For what out?
school without
Set?
a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college
You
degree,
talking about
though.
this?
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
All right,
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm
Ben, are
looking
you
for.
gonna stay in there till?
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most.
So watch
Learn
that
how to
shit.
find and
30
create
seconds-ish
people
back
at
to bump.
gradsoflife.org.
From the 3.
We're gonna come to 3. It'll be a pack. Yes, we're coming to 3.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb.
10 seconds to
But if you
10
decide
seconds
to
to
drink
bump.
and drive
Stand by
underage,
3.
you can lose your license and your freedom.
All right, so
Underage
remember what I
drinking
talked about.
and
TV, audio.
The
I'm
ultimate
gonna
party
tell you.
foul.
I'm gonna say fade for you. Dissolve for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fade and dissolve. Cue talent.
With cell phone video
Ready,
being
VTR one.
everywhere and with social media making it easy to view anywhere, police are also able to show their angle. NTTV's Joe Valdez has the story.
Roll.
Rolling.
Tape.
These cameras are used by
Audio.
DOT
Watch.
and Denton Police.
Can you write it?
They work to the benefit of both the police officers
All right, we're coming out to
and the community by
CG2.
providing a visual record. The cell phone video, which was shot and posted online by a bystander back in January 2019, shows UNT police detaining a man at the parking garage outside the Union. Things look bad. After a few days, the video went viral. Although it was still an ongoing
Getting
investigation,
30 back.
UNT
Just
TV
standard out
released a
cue.
video of the incident. The cameras inside the police car shows the man apparently trying to harm himself. This video recording inside the patrol car shows an officer's hand on the man's neck, preventing him from hitting his head inside the car, asking him to stop. UNT Police Sergeant Kevin Crawford says the video was released to show the community what really happened, from every angle.
It's important that we have community support. The original Twitter video that was
Minute back.
released, we saw that there was a lot of concern within our community, and because the community support matters, we wanted to at least let them see things from a different view, from our view.
UNT criminology professor Robert Wall says the number of cameras used by police, both in a patrol car and those attached to the uniform, depends on two things: the agency size and the price tag of not the cameras, but on storing the data.
The actual cameras themselves are not that expensive. It is
30 back.
the cost for the servers to maintain all of that video for a large agency.
Denton Councilman Gerard Heskett says these cameras should be mandatory for all agencies.
I think it gives you an opportunity to see that moment in time. Just gives you a different perspective, gives you a different ability to see different perspective.
The cameras used by Denton PD and UNT police provide an important visual record for both the police and members of society.
Anyone? Take
Joe Belden.
And one other note, State Bill
Ready, one with the
158,
title
or the
TS?
body-worn camera program, was approved in Texas in 2015. It gives law enforcement agencies a chance to apply for grants to equip officers with cameras and help with the storage.
Take one.
President Trump signed an
One, get
executive
ready to
order this
center up.
afternoon promoting free speech on college campuses. The goal is to push schools to expand free speech, and the president has threatened to pull funding for universities that don't comply. During the signing event, President Trump also blamed universities for student loan debt and said his administration is looking at the issue very
Center up.
seriously.
Fade down.
And securing a job and paying off student
Ready,
loans
package?
are certainly burdens for students. A recent report reveals how younger generations are changing workplace expectations. NTTV's Victoria Lara has the details.
Roll. Take.
Have a great day.
But you're right there.
Victoria, y'all stuff is over there.
Why under that table?
These are a few of the things that
It's right
members
on
of
the
the
table next
millennial
door.
and Gen Z generation are called.
There's a brand new memory card in there for you.
Hey, Vic, do you have
But not
tail on
everyone
the end of this
agrees.
pack?
To say that all
Tail.
millennials are that way
Frames.
isn't necessarily the truth.
What's the after you
We
remember?
actually have to be hardworking, even more hardworking, because
Okay.
wages haven't
back.
been raised, and we're still working for the same amount of money and doing more.
Despite being branded the work-shy generation, millennials and Gen Zers are actually reshaping the ideal work qualifications. While the majority of baby boomers feel it's up to employers to reskill their staff, younger generations actively seek out self-development.
I mean, 3. We're coming to
74%
3.
of millennial and Gen Z managers have
No
remote
OTS.
working team members, and by
3, no
2028,
OTS.
almost 3/4 of all teams will have one too.
30
Despite
back.
these progressive qualities, there's still one major unfavorable trait shared between the younger generations.
What people find in common with millennials is their lack of communication skills. Limit your Facebook and your Instagram time, please.
A reason millennials and Gen Zers are known to lack their communication skills is because a large portion of their day-to-day communication is behind a screen.
10 seconds.
Replacing some screen time with face-to-face encounters, millennials
5.
and Gen Zers could
Stand by,
dominate the
3.
workforce. Victoria Lara, NTTV News.
Take 3Q.
Facebook revealed today that its staff
Ready,
had
one.
access to the passwords of hundreds of millions of users. The passwords were stolen as plain text in an internal database. Facebook discovered the exposed passwords during a security review earlier this year and launched an investigation. A Facebook vice president says the passwords were never visible to anyone outside of the company and there was no evidence of misuse. Facebook says it will be notifying their users.
Take 1.
This morning,
Ready,
UPC
Dio?
hosted
Roll.
UNT Field Day on the Union South Lawn. Students played
Ready,
cornhole
2?
and egg run while also competing in sprints, hula hooping, and other yard games. The event ran from 11 a.m. to noon. Next week, UPC is hosting the UNT Fair with more outdoor activities.
Take 2.
That looks like it was a lot of fun.
Ready,
I wish
weather
I
ball.
would have gotten a chance to go out earlier.
You know, I definitely do too, but let's toss it over to our weather anchor, Andrew Tate, to find out if we'll be able to spend any more time outside this week. Andrew?
Roll.
Rolling.
Dissolve. Dissolve. Keep talent.
Alex and Danny, those that participated in Field Day had great weather out there. If we look out at Apogee Stadium, we see nice blue cloudy skies and pretty nice day out there. The sun was out. Now looking at our temperatures across North Texas, most of the region is sitting in the high 60s, low 70s. Out in Graham, they're at 70, and up in Bowie, they're at 69. Now looking kind of towards East Texas, Sherman 68, Paris 68, and then Denton we're sitting at 71, Fort Worth 71, and Dallas at 72. Now looking at the state of Texas, out in El Paso, they're at 63 degrees, and then over towards Shreveport and Houston, they're both at 72, and up in Oklahoma City, excuse me, they're at 60 degrees. And then looking at our 7-day forecast, pretty nice weather across the board. We do have a slight chance of rain coming up. So looking at the weekend, Saturday, you will see the greatest chance for rain Saturday during the afternoon, and then moving into Saturday night, it's going to calm down a little bit and the chance of rain dwindles, but then going into Sunday, that chance of rain returns, and throughout the day it kind of increases, but then moving into Monday, it's going to be a a pretty nice day. Much like today, on Monday, it's going to be warm. The sun's going to be out. Temperatures feeling close to 80 degrees.
All right,
Now,
stand by
with
one.
these temperatures that we have right now, and we're us getting closer to spring, there is the risk of kind of increased sensitivity to allergies. And so, if you have sensitivity to allergies, just some tips is talk to your doctor. Write prescriptions to take care of your stuffy nose, a cough, red eyes, whatever that might be. If you're outside working in the garden, as soon as you get inside, take those clothes off and put them in the hamper or in the washing machine. Bring them inside, tracks that pollen into the house. And then lastly, great weather to have the windows open, might even save you some money on the air conditioning or heating, but that's not the best idea because the wind will carry the pollen inside. So if the allergies are bothering you, just kind of keep that stuff in mind, but that's all I have for now. Alex and
Ready,
Danny,
one?
back to you.
Take one, cue.
Thanks, Andrew. Now, we are sitting down with Phoenix Slide, an aspiring political reporter. Phoenix, thank you for joining us. Now, I have to ask, what made you want to become a reporter?
All right,
Well, I would just say
as loud as you can.
seeing the arguments in the primary debates of 2016, and also seeing different sides of my family watching different networks. Those networks put out different news, and it was extremely it was interesting. I didn't get it.
So, Phoenix, I've heard you traveled the country, so what events or people are the most memorable to you?
When it comes to events, I would definitely say protests. I've gotten into some different situations, whether it's having a human wall built against me, the National Women's Day March in New York City, or the inauguration night, the protest where people are throwing bricks. And these experiences vary, but it's
We're going to
a
dissolve
lot
the
of
jib
fun.
and we'll fade
And for a
out.
person, I would say the president.
Well, I hope today's been as exciting as that. I mean, I know you've spent your whole day
Didn't
here
start a little
here
later.
at UNT, and you've been offered a scholarship.
All right,
Do you know what your future plans are?
Well, I would say, first of all, my day here has been really great, but for my future, I really like what I'm doing now. That's really my passion, but we'll see where God leads me.
Well, Phoenix, I wanted to thank you for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you.
Phoenix. So, thanks so much for sitting down with us. We're going to be heading over to the Don Lemon speech a little later.
That's right, Danny, and I'll be there too.
Music under?
But there's
Bring it in
more
low.
news tonight. Beto O'Rourke is on the campaign trail, and a look at how fast food is changing the way we
Jib,
all
start your movement.
stay with us.
Dissolve the jib. Ready, VTR 2? Dissolve. Roll. Darn it.
Great job.
All right, set change, go. Go, go, go.
Oh, perfect. We were at 9:30 and 7:06. Right. Director, are you okay? Why extra minutes?
$1,500 a year in the trash. Work hard to put food waste on the chopping block. And you can do the same. Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it. Just don't waste it. Go to SaveTheFood.com.
If you guys have the stuff for Total Jib, you guys can go get set up.
Are we in here? No, you're gonna be over there, so you're gonna wait until we get closer to the end of the show. You go stand in the control room.
The two shot is going to be on 3. All right, get them all up there. What do you mean? Everyone.
There's
Tim.
different ones.
What do you mean everybody? It's a 2 shot.
It's fine that other people like you.
Get Ben ready. Get Tim ready.
And I'm comfortable with every part.
You know what
Meals on wheels.
That's what you're supposed to have.
Ben at the baby grill, screen the 2
assures
inches.
me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. But my name is Asha Ida Bell, America. Let's do blood.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello.
I'm looking at the multi-view
Volunteer
now.
for lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
45.
That's impossible. 30 back. Come into 3. Ben right here and shade 3 down.
Chris help keep you alert.
We're running low on time.
Oh, can you take a sip of water too? That'll probably help. You're probably gonna turn on the radio.
Oh, you are. You're in there.
Sounds like that was quick.
Probably okay.
even see it
Isn't
happen.
okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab. A car.
5 till bump. Stand by 3. We're going to do the same thing where I tell John the thing. You dissolve. And bump. And fade in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fade. Dissolve. Q Tower.
2020 presidential election campaigns
Ready,
are
BGS.
already underway, and we're seeing more candidates, and at least one has a
Initialize.
strong Texas connection.
That's right, and Ben Kesey is live in studio with more.
Ready, Ben? Take it. Oh God, Mike.
It's not on.
Floor
Where's
turn,
the
get in the handheld.
Ready, Vio? Roll Vio. Take Vio. All right, someone go run up to him and turn the mic on.
About 45 seconds.
Christian, just go turn his mic on.
Jonah, he's got the handheld going.
As he is one of 14 Democratic candidates for the 2020
Right.
presidential election.
Back on cam, Jimmy
While
Carter.
Beto eventually wants to hold the title of President of the United States,
Ready, next
former
Vio?
President Jimmy Carter has
Next
just earned a
Vio.
new title. At
Roll it.
94 years and 172 days old, Carter is now
We're
the
coming out
oldest
to three.
living president in U.S. history. Carter was the country's 39th president and was the first president to be born in a hospital. Danny, Alex, back to you.
Take 3.
Thanks, Ben.
Ready,
and
one.
you know, Alex, with summer approaching, I think it's time that we
Ready,
start getting
Bob?
in shape, get our summer bodies ready.
You're definitely right. Good thing we have our segment anchor Tim Benz on with some health tips. Tim.
Roll. Dissolve. Ready, 1. Dissolve. Cue talent.
Danielle and Alex. Now, fast food lovers, I have some good news for you.
Down.
There is a way to balance out
VTR
fast
one.
food
Ready.
and healthy eating.
Roll. Take.
With fast food becoming cheaper and
Director,
more accessible,
tell
it is
the-
easier
tell
than
the
ever
floor
to forget
director.
about a balanced diet.
But one thing that a lot of people are looking for is a better bang for their buck. So by offering a larger portion size for the same amount of money, people feel like they're getting a good deal on it. And so it sells well, and then the restaurants make money.
Carrie says it's important to look at all the options on the menu when eating out.
You can also look for grilled options, like for your meats. Look
Talk
for
to
something
Tim.
that's got lots of vegetables
Tell
on it,
Tim
and not a
to
lot of just carbs like
slow down
potatoes or French fries.
and calm down.
Try and have something else in there like leafy greens or other vegetable options.
And if you're craving a burger or a slice of pizza, Carrie says it's okay to indulge. Just remember to do it in moderation.
Typically, when you've got those cravings, it's better to just go ahead and try and fulfill them and satiate that hunger. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're not eating out at the same. Okay, I'm not eating McDonald's every meal every day because that's not going to be healthy for you and it's not a sustainable diet.
Even if you choose to treat yourself, spending hours in the gym might not be the best way to burn off the calories.
We want to make sure that they're looking at all the whole picture, so it's a holistic option and not just a viewpoint of, well, I can eat whatever I want because I work it off. Because that's really not a healthy model for sustainable living.
2, 1, and take 1 cue.
Nutrition and dieting can
Ready,
seem a
2.
little overwhelming, but with a little moderation, it can be an obstacle you overcome. If you need more information and dieting tips or advice, visit
We're ready to
UNC's
switch
Health
it
and
fast.
Wellness
I
Center.
don't know how long
You
their
can
teases
also
are.
visit their website at studentaffairs at unt.edu. Back to you guys at the desk.
Take 2.
And you know, Alex, it might be
Switch
time to
fast.
start getting ready for that 5K we always said we're going to run.
I don't know with all the fast food I eat, to be honest, but let's toss it over to our sports anchor, Will Bodner, to find out what's happening in sports.
Take 1 cue.
Thanks, Danielle and Alex. And talking about all this eating has me wanting to add a healthy amount of
Music under?
sports to our diets. Tonight, I've got the Lady Eagles strong start in postseason play, a cross-conference matchup for the Rangers, and details from last night's Mavericks game here after the break.
Roll a fade. Roll.
Okay, something with his mic.
UNT is more than
125 years in the making.
If you need
To
to
find
add
new
a
solutions,
minute,
we
you
create
can.
a new point of view. We
We're
know
like,
what's
you can add a
possible.
minute. We have like
when
2
creativity,
minutes.
originality, and independent thought converge. We're ranked to Tier 1 research university. We're home to excellence the size of Texas. Define your future at UNT and soar to new heights.
Good job. Alright, cool. Can you tell me what Mike Will had after the show?
The ability to
'Cause
probe
I'm
into
not
something you
talking
don't know, to answer questions previously not answered.
Resist the temptation to say what everybody else has said.
It's
using the different mediums, combining the different mediums.
It's taking
Alright guys, after sports talk, we're going to we got Theo for Mavericks and
People do. It has something to do with dreaming. It's actually what life's all about.
Hi! You think you're probably sober? But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. Why would you do that?
Probably okay, isn't okay.
No, it looks
Call
terrible,
a cab,
man.
a car,
If you're
or
going
a
to use jib
friend.
at the end of the show, it's a little dark.
Good choice.
It's
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Wow!
It's in my blood.
That's good.
It's in my DNA. I'm a human being.
Hold on back.
Oh, hi, Tiffany. Nice to meet you.
This is the moment time here. His future.
Okay.
So is it?
Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
So I'll just be interviewing you.
How long
Okay. So we gotta wait till this guy goes to battle.
Okay. 2 hours.
I love this.
My math class from 302 was in the trenches. David Roth had the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right.
What good
Just
lighting.
didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 and 1/2 was using different sizes
Yeah.
of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza.
Call Ben.
Both
Thank
missions
you,
failed.
Director Ben. I've got Director Ben, Director Andrew, Director
I
Cameron,
was ready.
Director
I created a combat
Director
math
Ryan.
king where the only way to beat
Everyone
the
in this
enemy
room
is
is
to
a
out
director.
fraction Davey the Conqueror enough. I'm not very successful. Principals deploying it to math squadrons all over the school.
Nash isn't a director, but might as well be.
Anywho, how was your day?
Ben's directed everything.
Today my boss treated the office to
Five
salad
to
wraps.
5 till bump. Stand by bump. We're gonna do the same audio thing, so stand by.
Here comes the bump.
Fade it. 3, 2, 1. Fade audio. Resolve. Cue talent.
Behind the stalwart performances of Anisha George and Callie Owens, the
Just
Mean
down,
Green women's
roll
basketball
VTR.
team captured the win in a 56-42 victory against the Vaqueros of Rio Grande Valley. With the win, the Lady Eagles
can
will be
change,
advancing to the second
the
round of
graphic,
the Women's
Ryan.
Basketball
I'm gonna stay on it.
Invitational.
Oh,
You can
you're
find the Lady
Yeah.
Eagles in action next Tuesday, going toe-to-toe with the Utah State Aggies at the Coliseum.
On cam.
With the Cincinnati Reds coming to town yesterday,
Ready,
the
next
Texas
video.
Rangers look to defend home in an afternoon showdown. Despite solid play from Delino DeShields, the Rangers were unable to capture the victory against the Reds, falling 6-1. And while the Rangers fell yesterday, they're looking to get back on track when they face off against the Chicago Cubs tomorrow at 3:05 Central. Going into the
Ready,
first
next
of their
video.
3-game road stretch, the Dallas Mavericks traveled to the Portland last
Roll.
night to take on the Trailblazers. And while the performances of Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway Jr., and young
All right,
star
stand
Luka
by to
Doncic
come back to
proved
one.
valuable, the Mavs were unable to overcome the 33-point and 11-assist showing from the Trailblazer All-Star Damian Lillard. With the loss, the Mavericks fall to 28-43, sitting in 14th
And we're
place
coming
in
to
the West
three.
Standings. The Mavs look to redeem themselves
Wait,
tonight when
wait.
they take on the Kings in Sacramento.
Two,
at
get a single
7.
shot
That's
on
all I've got
Alex
for
right
sports
now.
tonight.
We're
Back
gonna
to you
come
guys
to
at the desk.
And take 2. Cue.
Thanks. Well, and Cadbury has found their new
It says
bunny.
Alex.
That's right. This year, Cadbury held a
Take 30,
contest to
take it.
select their new
Ready,
commercial
VTR?
mascot. And Henry the
Roll.
Bulldog was selected. Henry's owners say they are thrilled of his accomplishment.
Take it.
Henry is said
Ready,
to
two.
make $5,000 from the ad, and Cadbury
Two-
said they would
two
donate
shot, go.
another
Two shot.
$10,000
Sorry.
to the prevention of cruelty towards
We'll zoom out one more.
10 seconds.
Take 2.
Now, you know, I'm always a dog fan, but
Ready,
especially
Jim?
if it's for a good cause.
And it's great chocolate, so you know
Jim,
we
zoom out
win.
one more.
That's right. Well, thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again Monday
Music
night
under?
at 6 here on
Full
North
song.
Texas Television.
Dissolve the jib. Do it.
No, you're director, that was a producer mistake.
There's a bug in the attitude.
Stand by the fade to black. We're done.